My name is Tim, and I'm from Pierce, South Dakota, and in 2006, a heart transplant saved my life. The donors and the donor families are the real heroes here. In any way that I can show them that something good came of the bad things that happened to their family, that for me is how I express my gratitude. Every day is a celebration since I had my transplant. My name is Tim, and I am hope.
People of all ages and medical histories should consider themselves as potential donors. Your medical condition at the time of passing will determine what organs and tissue can be donated. Most health conditions do not prevent donation, and age is not a factor. In fact, the oldest organ donor ever was 92. And just one donor can save and heal up to 75 lives. So no matter what your age is, remember that anyone can register to be an organ, eye, and tissue donor, online, by mail, or at the DMV. Have you checked the box?
My name is Tim, and I'm from Pierce, South Dakota, and in 2006, a heart transplant saved my life. The donors and the donor families are the real heroes here. In any way that I can show them that something good came of the bad things that happened to their family, that for me is how I express my gratitude. Every day is a celebration since I had my transplant. My name is Tim, and I am hope.
People of all ages and medical histories should consider themselves as potential donors. Your medical condition at the time of passing will determine what organs and tissue can be donated. Most health conditions do not prevent donation, and age is not a factor. In fact, the oldest organ donor ever was 92. And just one donor can save and heal up to 75 lives. So no matter what your age is, remember that anyone can register to be an organ, eye, and tissue donor, online, by mail, or at the DMV. Have you checked the box?
My name is Tim, and I'm from Pierce, South Dakota, and in 2006, a heart transplant saved my life. The donors and the donor families are the real heroes here. In any way that I can show them that something good came of the bad things that happened to their family, that for me is how I express my gratitude. Every day is a celebration since I had my transplant. My name is Tim, and I am hope.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lifesource virtual party. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. My name is Hunter Quinn, and I will be your host for the evening. If you close your eyes, you may recognize my voice. I do the morning show on Cities 97.1, and I'm also connected to the cause by my wife, Shannon, who currently works for Lifesource, but has also worked for other organizations that support organ donation. So tie this to the cause. It's so personal for me. Tonight, we are celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Lifesource Golf Classic. This event honors the legacy of Terry Opp, the remarkable young woman who died while waiting for a heart transplant. Her amazing friends and family started this tribute event all those years ago to raise funds and inspire more people to check that donor box. Since this is our first virtual party, let's chat about what you can expect from tonight's packed program. First, many of you spent the day with us already golfing at Majestic Oaks. We are excited to announce the golf outing winners, but we're going to make you wait a little bit longer for that. Throughout tonight's program, we will share stories about people who have been personally impacted by organ donation. You also will have an opportunity to bid on some exciting travel packages during a live auction coming up soon. Until then, keep a close eye on your GiveSmart for other bidding opportunities. And finally, we will announce the golf winners as well as who won the $500 Visa gift card from the golf outing today. Don't forget, you must be present online to win that gift card, so stick around. For those of you that were not with us at the golf outing today, we also have some fun activities and prizes for you as well. As a reminder, all bidding and donations can be done through GiveSmart. Text Lifesource 2020 to 76278 or go to lifesource2020.givesmart.com to check it out. Okay, let's get this celebration started. Grab some snacks and your favorite beverage of choice and sit back and enjoy the program. It's my privilege to introduce our first special guest, Susan Gunderson, founder and CEO of Lifesource, who would like to welcome you all to this event this evening.
Good evening. My name is Susan Gunderson. As Chief Executive Officer of Lifesource, it is my privilege to welcome you to our first ever Lifesource virtual celebration in honor of the 25th Lifesource Golf Classic. Together, we are making more stories possible. COVID-19 has changed so many things over the course of the past 7 months, and we have adapted to meet these challenges to fulfill our mission and to ensure the safety of our guests and our team members through this fundraising event today. I am thrilled to have all of you here virtually on this wonderful evening to celebrate the mission of donation and transplantation. Whether you joined us for golf earlier today or are joining us specifically for this virtual program, I'm delighted to welcome you to what promises to be a fun evening of recognition and true celebration. The success of this event is made possible in large part because of the continued support from our extraordinarily generous sponsors and contributors. Because of you, we are advancing our vision that anyone and everyone who needs a life-saving organ gets one. Throughout the evening, you will see special recognitions of our sponsors. We extend a huge thank you for their support in making more stories possible. We hold this fundraiser each September in honor of a young woman named Terry Opp, who died while waiting for a heart transplant. 2020 marks the 25th year of a golf event that includes Terry in some way. And tonight, we are honored to recognize the family and friends who've worked to support this event and to inspire others to check the box and become a donor. Tonight, you will hear from Terry's family and friends about their experience and their motivations to continue with this tournament. You will also have the chance to help us to raise funds to continue our outreach and education efforts. Terry was just 5 days old when she had her first heart surgery for a congenital heart defect. Terry grew and remained active despite these challenges. In her mid-20s, she became gravely ill, and she required several hospitalizations and was ultimately placed on the transplant waiting list. Sadly, Terry passed away at the age of 26 before she could receive the transplant she so desperately needed. Though Terry needed the gift of life, she also gave the gift of life. Terry was a tissue and cornea donor upon her death. Terry's family and friends came together to create this wonderful golf tournament in her honor. Since 1995, over $2 million have been raised to support education about donation and transplantation and continued support of our donor families. Our vision is everyone in need of a life-saving transplant gets one. It takes all of us, individually and communally, working in concert to achieve that goal. We are humbled and honored to have partnered with Jim and Marilyn Opp, their family and friends, and a growing group of advocates who come together annually to raise awareness and inspire others to support organ, eye, and tissue donation, to check the box, and to share their decision with their family. By supporting tonight's events through sponsoring, golfing, bidding on auction items, or making a gift, you help save lives and help us work towards a day where people like Terry no longer die waiting for a life-saving transplant. Thank you for being a part of this work. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Susan, for setting the stage and teeing up what's next. Sorry, one golf pun, okay? That's all I'm allowed. I am honored to introduce the Opp family to you and others who have kept Terry's legacy alive and supported this cause for the last 25 years. Let's take a look right now.
My name is Celeste Hughes, and Terry was a dear friend of mine, and we worked together for a number of years at 3M. in customer service. Terry was just such a vibrant lady. I remember her laugh. I remember her passion for life, and just, it was so fun to be around her and everyone else. So as a way to keep her memory alive, I go back to the fact that it was like a family. It was a really tight-knit group. It was a way for us to all cope. We were all still, it was a hard thing for every one of us to go through. So as we came to the next year, somebody came up with the idea that let's have a golf outing. Let's have that outing again, and let's try to raise some money that can help this cause so others don't have to go through what Terry has gone through.
Our first daughter, Debbie, was born a month early. So when Terry was going to be born, of course, then I'm already ready, thinking it's time. It was going to come in a month, but she came pretty much on time. And when we got to the hospital, it seemed to be normal and fine, but pretty quickly, when they were checking on her color and other things right in the hospital at Duke University is where she was, it was a problem. Within a few days, she had open heart surgery and had a bypass, basically across the top of her heart so that she could continue breathing. And they said at the time after we were getting ready to bring her to just take her home and love her, and we did.
Well, I think she led a fairly normal life growing up. We tried not to shelter her too much. I'm sure we did off and on in various ways, but and by the time she was 24, she was number 1 or number 2 on the list. So she was on the top of the list, number 2 for quite a long time.
It was difficult. She carried the beeper and knew it was there, and 2 times that I know of, over the time that she was waiting for a heart, it went off. She would call in and it was a mistake. So that was kind of one of those roller coasters that are part of what you go through with that. But she never quite got there.
She really got a lot of support from the team, and that's when, as you heard earlier, the team wanted to do something kind of in her honor, and they approached us and said, could we have this golf tournament and name it for Terry Opp? And we said, absolutely. So we participated. We did a few things ourselves, but it was basically the work group that got it started. And from there, it's grown into where it is today.
But as it got bigger, Sarah Meslow started a camp for children with severe heart disability. And my oldest daughter and I were both on that board in the beginning when it all got started. We went to the dinner one night for their golf tournament. She introduced me to Bob Schutz, and she said, I think you need to meet him and know some more about what Lifesource does. And his wife worked for Lifesource, and he was a transplant recipient. And that just all worked together, and that's how it all got started.
Hi, I'm Kim Thompson. My connection to the Lifesource Golf Classic is that I've been a sponsor for a number of years. What inspires me year after year to keep going as a sponsor is really a different thing every year, it seems like. I learned something new. An event back in 2009 when my brother passed away and was a donor was a huge education point for me. I thought I understood what Lifesource did and what they were all about, but I learned a lot through that process. When my brother passed away, I had no idea, as long as I'd been involved with Lifesource, that one person could give that many gifts of donation. He'd have been very proud to know that a number of his organs went to children. He loved children. One of the little boys that it went to was an 8-year-old little boy, cute as a button, who had needed a liver transplant and was one day away, actually, from his transplant, with his father being the donor when my brother's donation was available. I get others involved by inviting them to play on my team for the golf event. I do not personally golf, so I bring in ringers for my team so that they can play golf on really nice courses that Lifesource utilizes, and also so they can learn more about Lifesource and what you do and the whole value of being a donor.
My name is Kelsey Burwald. My involvement with Lifesource actually started in 2018. I was in college and my dad was up for a lung transplant. He had idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. And I was looking for a summer job at that time. So we helped plan the Golf Classic, and it was unique because I got a real background of what everyone at Lifesource does and how that contributes to not only raising awareness to check the box, but also how it benefits people like my dad, and like recipients and donors. And my dad ended up being a donor. So it was really cool to see what that whole process looks like and be a part of something so special. Once I had this experience with my dad of, potentially being a recipient and then him being a donor, I had a lot of friends come up to me going, I didn't know how important it was to check the box. Like, I could be your dad. Like, that could be me, or I could have saved someone like your dad's life. So I hope the Golf Classic gets bigger and better and, grows in the future and awareness is spread.
Of course, medicine continues to get better and things can be maybe discovered earlier. So it would be wonderful not to have to do this. That transplantation could be an easier thing, or it maybe wouldn't be needed because they could fix things, some of the things ahead of time. But I think anything we can do to support information and opportunity and use the money in a way that will help many more is what's important to us.
What an amazing family and such an inspiring story. It's incredible to see how this event has grown year after year. You can help grow that impact by giving back now. For this 25th anniversary year, our goal tonight is to raise $200,000. So far, with the help of generous sponsors, Lifesource has raised an astounding amount of money, $164,818. All proceeds from this evening will support educational outreach to our community in many ways, through driver's education and license renewals, community events, and professional development for our hospital partners. COVID has required Lifesource to be creative in how they serve the Upper Midwest. Lifesource's mission remains critical. Text Lifesource 2020 to 76278 or go to lifesource2020.givesmart.com to make a donation through our secure online giving. If you're having technical difficulties, please call 612-710-3687 to make a donation over the phone. If you don't get through right away, please leave a voicemail. We will call you back as soon as possible. Now, let's meet someone who knows firsthand how organ donation can impact a life. Sarah Meslow is here tonight to share a few words.
Good evening. I'm Sarah Meslow. It's a pleasure to be a part of this special celebration to honor my dear friends, Jim and Marilyn Opp, and their daughters, Debbie and Becky, and the many people who have shared in creating change over the past 25 years. I've had the pleasure of knowing Marilyn since 1994, when we worked together in the same school district. I recall the day when we received word from our district office that Terry had died. It was devastating to all who knew Terry and her family. Motivated by their experience, Jim and Marilyn and their daughters sought ways to make sense of Terry's experience and to change the outcome for other families. When I created Camp O'Dayan in 2002, a camp experience for children living with heart disease, Marilyn was the first person I asked to be a part of my advisory board, and later a board member. Debbie served as my first assistant director and later a board member as well. Today they are still huge supporters and cheerleaders for the Camp O'Dayan mission. I am the same age as Terry and also have a special heart. There is a very special bond between us. As the executive director for Camp O'Dayan, I witness daily the challenges that face children who live with heart disease and other birth defects. Some of these children need a heart transplant, like Terry did. The work of Lifesource and the advocacy that happens because of this tournament are important to me. We are partners in seeking improved health for those that we serve. Involvement with Lifesource created new opportunities for the ops to expand their advocacy. Because of their efforts, more people have checked the box and now support organ donation. Every year, the circle of families and friends connected to this tournament and to this cause has grown. As the program MC for many years of this tournament, one of the most rewarding aspects for me has been getting to know the many golfers and volunteers. While I miss not being able to share a laugh with you in person today, I'm glad we can still connect virtually to celebrate the inspiration of Terry and her family and friends. Their advocacy and the changes they have helped to create are powerful, working for a day when no one needs to wait for a life-saving transplant. To Jim and Marilyn, I salute you and your family for your tireless determination to create positive changes for other families. For those of you watching this evening, be an advocate. Make sure you've checked the box and share your decision with your family. Help us to continue Terry's legacy of inspiration.
Thank you so much for sharing, Sarah. Let's all keep in mind as we go into our live auction items. Right now, you can not only win some fun, exciting trips, but you can feel awesome about the cause you are supporting while on vacation. Get logged on to GiveSmart on your phone, tablet, or computer because you will not want to miss this. Let's start off with our first trip. It's a 4-day, 3-night stay at the Lodge in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Experience the beauty of the West in Jackson Hole, the gateway to Grand Teton, and Yellowstone National Parks. Included in this trip, you'll explore the Grand Teton National Park on an exciting tour by open-air safari-style vehicles. After your days of discovery, the Lodge at Jackson Hole invites you to unwind in its signature modern Western style to ensure your visit as relaxing as it is breathtaking. From the summer scenery to winter activities, Jackson is the ideal destination for adventures of all types. Bidding will begin at $2,000. I've heard there are a few people that are anxiously awaiting this trip to go live. You'll have to wait just a couple more minutes as I introduce our second trip that we're auctioning off tonight. Coming up second, our second trip is a 4-day, 3-night stay at the Lodge at Giants Ridge, which is right here in Minnesota. The Lodge at Giants Ridge is an all-suites Northwoods resort located in Biwabic. Is that right? Okay. Can we just say it's up north, like 4 hours? All right, it's between Duluth and Ely. All right, good. The Lodge features 67 guest suites ranging from 1 to 4 bedrooms, the Sleeping Giant restaurant and bar, the Little Giant arcade, and my daughter's favorite, a large indoor pool, hot tub, and a spa. The Lodge is located at the heart of the Giants Ridge Recreation Area, which is known for golfing, mountain biking, hiking trails, snowmobiling, ATV trails, all in beautiful northern Minnesota, as well as Wind and Mine Lakes, which all have public boat launches for any water sport enthusiasts. This package includes a $1,000 gift card to Giants Ridge, which you can get up to 3 nights at the Lodge, as well as a $250 Visa gift card for you to use on all of those activities. The bidding for this package will start at $800. Since we are not all together in one room, bidding will be taking place through the GiveSmart site on your phone, tablet, or computer. You will receive notice if you've been outbid. Those trips are only going to stay open for the next 5 minutes. I'll circle back before officially closing the items to see who's in the lead. Are you ready? Everybody ready? Are we all ready? Okay, let's go. Okay, these items are now live, so start bidding while we watch this next video.
Hello, and my name is Jackson, and thanks to my donor Brett, I'm alive, and I'm with you today.
we are so grateful to have 934 more days with our mom thanks to her lung transplant.
My liver donor was 82, about my mom and aunt's age. I had 1,057 days with my mom and aunt.
Sam is an organ donor. His life goes on in other people.
And I'm just grateful that and so honored that they let this happen, because they could have decided no. They could have said no.
Transplant changed my life more than anybody could ever imagine. I can finally say that I know I'm gonna live as long as she needs me to. And I couldn't say that before.
Think about this. With your support tonight, you may inspire others to say yes to donation and make more stories like these possible. Those of you bidding on live auction items right now, you're helping this cause as well. Let's take a look at who's in the lead on each item. Does anybody have a drum roll? Can we get a drum roll? All right, congratulations to our winners. Let's see. Not yet? All right, more drama. Building and building and building. All right, there we go. Congratulations to our winners so far. We've got a trip to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Congratulations. All right. All right, we're going to give you a little bit more time to bid on those items. Don't forget, it's lifesource2020.givesmart.com. We're going to give you a couple of more minutes because, I don't know, maybe there's a couple of people on dial-up internet. We have to give you a little bit more time so we can play fair, all right? So we're going to have those bids going live for a couple more minutes, and then we will check back and see who are winners of those two big trips to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and up in Biwabic. Say it with me, Biwabic, Minnesota. So that is a really exciting couple of auction items up for bid. All right, let's move on with the program this evening. Before we go any further, I just want to say thank you and congratulations and well done to our in-house band. That was some amazing music. We've got some new information. We're still looking to raise as much money as we can tonight. So we are keeping those two big items open until 8 o'clock tonight. So there are some active bidders and we want you to keep those bids coming, all right? All right. That's exciting. All right, let's continue with that excitement by announcing the winners of the $500 Visa gift card drawing. Everyone who joined us earlier today at Majestic Oaks as a golfer or a volunteer is automatically entered to win this drawing. We've placed everyone's name into a list and used a random number generator to choose the winner. In order to win, you need to call the number on the bottom of your screen as soon as your name is chosen, okay? Everybody ready? All right, here we go. Random number generator is going to pick a winner, and let's see. Are we ready? Okay, here we go. Random number. And the name is Gary Kerb. Gary Kerb, you've got a couple of minutes. Don't forget to call the number on the bottom of your screen. All right, congratulations. Call the number on the screen right now. If you don't do it in the next couple of minutes, we have to move on to another winner that's watching us right now. Everyone stay tuned just in case your name gets drawn next, okay? All right, let's keep the excitement rolling by announcing today's golf winners. All winners receive a box of golf balls and a drizzle drape to keep your golf clubs dry, just in case there's, maybe a little bit of rain here in Minnesota. We figured out our winners are probably some of those diehards that would actually go out and golf in the rain. I've done it once or twice this summer myself. First up, let's discuss the prizes for longest drive, longest putt, and closest to the pin. We have two winners in the longest drive in the men's competition, one for each course. The winner on the signature course was Chris Olson, and the winner on the Crossroads course was Brian Owen. Congratulations, guys. We also have two winners in the longest drive in the women's competition. The winner on the signature course was Christina Horner, and the winner on the Crossroads course was Aaron Shaden. Congratulations. Next, we move on to the longest putt competition, one that I failed miserably at several times today. The winner on the signature course was Paul Crumrich, and the winner on the Crossroads course was Troy Rosenbrock. Congratulations, guys. Lastly, we have a closest to the pin competition. The winner on the signature course was Greg Averill, and the winner on the Crossroads course was Rob Hunt. Congratulations to all the prize winners. Now, before announcing the winning teams, I'm going to keep you on the edge of your seats for just a couple more minutes, okay? Let's show this video with the highlights from today.
the Lifesource 25th Annual Golf Classic in memory of Terry Hopp. I'm Susan Gunderson, CEO of Lifesource, and I just wanted to welcome everyone to this very special, very unique, very fun, very innovative approach to fundraising and to golf.
What an awesome day. If you feel like you missed out on any of the fun or you want to be sure to join us again next year for the tournament, please save the date for next year's golf outing. It's going to be September 20th, 2021, same place, Majestic Oaks Golf Club. Watch for your email for ticketing information as we get closer to the event. And please contact Lifesource staff if you're interested in becoming one of our amazing sponsors. All right, do we have another name for our $500 Amazon gift card? The random number generator has picked a new one. Let's get that right now. Thank you so much. All right, Gary, sorry, buddy. Let's go with Greg Wenner. Greg Wenner, you've got a couple of minutes. Call the number on the bottom of your screen, and you win a $500 Amazon gift card. Congratulations. All right, I think we've kept you all in suspense long enough. Let's announce the winning teams from today's tournament. In third place, we have Andrew Brainerd, Mark Erdman, Brian Ogan, and Ryan Rieger. Congratulations, guys. Coming in second, we have Greg Averill, Dan Faber, Mike Humbert, Ron Scheel, and Bruce Fink. Great job, guys. And finally, coming in first place, the winning team is Aaron Casterton, Jason Quam, Steve Tachi, and Jason Quam. There's two guys named Jason Quam? All right, congratulations, way to go. Congratulations to all the winners from today's golf outing, and thank you to everyone who joined us today. We appreciate the time you spent with us supporting this amazing cause. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Lifesource Board Chair Tim Bjork for a little more inspiration and a few parting words.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks so much for coming out today. My name is Tim Bjork, and I'm honored to serve as the chairman of the Lifesource Board of Directors. I'm joining you today from my home in the Black Hills of South Dakota. My wife Bonnie and I would love to have been with you in Minnesota today. Being a heart transplant recipient myself, we felt it best that we'd probably just stay home for a while. So I've had the good fortune to participate in several Lifesource Golf Classics, also a variety of other activities over those 14 years, not just golfing and fly fishing and traveling, but also watching my grandsons graduate from college and grow into some accomplished young men. But I think one of the things that strikes me every time I think about all the good things that have happened over the last 14 years is that for all of this to happen, someone had to say yes to donation. And this yes to donation is the foundation on which Lifesource is built. For over 25 years, this golf outing has provided people the opportunity and the encouragement to support organ, eye, and tissue donation. And people have responded. As of now, 70% of the people in this region have signed up to become organ donors, and that's a phenomenal number. But we can do better. If you haven't yet taken the opportunity to support donation and transplantation, I invite you to join Bonnie and me in making a gift today. Thanks again, everyone, for taking part in this virtual program this year. And thanks to all of you for supporting organ, eye, and tissue donation. I hope you had a great time. Be safe, take care, and I sincerely look forward to being with you next year at the Lifesource Golf Classic. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tim. We appreciate your leadership on the board. We now have another $500 Visa gift card winner. We've got Kim Jones. Kim Jones, thank you. It's such an easy name. Kim Jones, you've got a couple of minutes to call us, 612-710-3687. Kim Jones, call that number, all right? 612-710-3687. Let's move along. We also have to say thank you so much to some very important people for making this event so successful this year. It's our sponsors, of course. We could not do this without the support and partnership of our sponsors, and we are eternally grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We also want to thank all of the volunteers that were there with us at the golf tournament, bright and ridiculously early this morning. This event could not run without you. And there's one more group that we need to thank that helped bring this day together, our Lifesource Golf Classic committee members. This group of people navigated planning an event during COVID and adjusting the event multiple times. We thank you all so much for your time and dedication that went into making this event such a huge success. It just simply doesn't happen without you. One more special thank you to Jim and Marilyn Opp and their daughters Debbie and Becky for sharing Terry with us. Ooh, chills. Your family and story inspire us all, and we continue to honor Terry's legacy in the years to come and make more stories possible. Lastly, thank you for all joining us this evening. We appreciate your time and your contributions. We are so close to meeting our $200,000 goal. Bidding on our silent auction items and our live auction items, those two trips, will close shortly here at 8 p.m. You can still donate by texting Lifesource 2020 to 76278 or simply go to lifesource2020.givesmart.com to contribute. Please help us get to that goal to create more awareness about organ donation and its life-saving ability. With that, I'm going to raise a glass and cheers to our first successful virtual party. Thank you again for joining us, and good night.